Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. FNCS, it's here, it's here, it's here. We're not playing. I'm watching, on my other screen right now. But, like, look at that. FNCS is here. I'm gonna just talk about and stuff. We're playing some ranked battle royale. Maybe I'll show you guys some FNCS a little bit. But we got FNCS going on right now. I could see a lot of people landing Demon's Domain right now because of FNCS. And that being like the main drop spot. Field is actually a crazy drop though. Like just right here in Field. Like right here. And that's where you should land. And then go to Field. It's actually really good. And you have boss spawn right here. Yeah, getting the Robin's graph was insane. This is good, this is good, this is good. Oh my god. So grapple cancel isn't in anymore, but I'm pretty sure if you sprint, it still is here. No, it's not. Even if you sprint, it won't work. I think he thought it was the NPC right there who shot him. That's kind of funny. Chat, who you guys got qualifying? Oh my. Wait, that's actually crazy. That was hiding for a second. You know what this thing is in the way? See how much we win. of today. Levi's on vacation for a little bit. I think he comes back from vacation tomorrow or today. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure tomorrow. So we have to wait till tomorrow for Levi to get back from vacation. Okay, let's go fight the boss. What the heck? How did I break it? Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a team. Oh my. I shouldn't. Oh, it was just a guard. Ow. Yes, fuck out of there. Come on. What the heck? My. Wait, what the? Where did my grappling go? I don't think throw me like this. Pom-poms are actually good. I'm still wondering where the hell my grappler went. My grappler literally disappeared on me. That's water, right? Superman coming over to me. Oh my. I feel like Superman's coming to me. Trying to go around. Okay, he's cutting me off. Okay. What? Is that Superman? No. Fuck. Other. I couldn't do anything. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, that's first game was good. First game was good. First game FNCS. Oh god. "38 seconds and we should be starting back up in FNCS Studio chat." FNCS is we had major like what next season or something? Major next season. Hopefully next season has a good loophole. I know next season is bug invasion, but I don't know how the loophole's gonna be. I know we're still gonna probably have the Sentinel. Uh, the meta for AR is kind of all from this season, so that's gonna be kind of whack to see how that's gonna get played out. Because if they remove like the Spire rifle or whatever, if they remove the dual pistols, the dual revolvers, there's just like no good format at that point for ARs unless they add something else good. Because those two are like the big metas right now that we are seeing. We're also seeing DMRs, the new DMR. Just buy a sled. Huh? Alright, chat. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, chat. If next season does not have a good AR, that's going to be a big downfall. Because I don't think you guys realize how important ARs are. Like, almost every season, people are carrying ARs because they're so important for that mid to mid-range fights. And to just not have them in the game is just like, oh, we're done. It's just, it's going to be very, very bad. Because of the fact that ARs are just such an important aspect. Sentinel, we're good. Sentinel is the shotgun meta for the entire chapter, so we're good on that one. But what I'm scared to see is ARs and mobility too. I'm scared to see how mobility is. Like, you can turn into a bug or something, kind of like the Mist, where you can turn into I don't know. But, like, I don't see the mobility being too good. I don't know how that season's going to play out. It's going to be global, so they got to figure out a way to make global really good, or people are going to be pissed because they want a good global. Do we see Peterbot win this global? Potentially. We could see Peterbot win global. If you guys didn't know, I'm a big Peterbot fan. I like Peterbot. But, yeah. I mean, like, what else do we have currently that will help? Okay, what is going on? Chat, what is going on? If this happens again, I'm leaving. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I was doing that. Alright, now in first we got Dig Oliver, Blake, Agers in second, Agers, Acorn, and Polo. Oh my god, that's a lot of points. Victorials get you like 1,000 points. That's crazy. 1,000 points if you get a Victorial. So if you get a victory, you're cooking. 1,000 points. Jesus. Who do you guys got winning match 2? Who you guys got getting Victory Royale for match 2? I feel like I could see Acorn winning match 2. Agers, Acorn. Agers is one of the most loved people right now. For Heat 1. Heat 1 so far, we're getting a good match. So let's see what the second round is going to be for Heat 1. So far, not my number 1 pick for Heat 1. I have Agers winning Heat 1, so hopefully we can get some wins out here. Agers is a good player, guys. Agers is a good player, indeed. So if we could see Agers cook, that'd be nice. That'd be beautiful. This drum gun's actually OP. Yeah. $51 damage. Yeah, we can see Agers actually. Alright, we're in match 2 right now. This is bullshit. I'm getting shot at by everyone. Like, damn. Guys, Tuesday we got another update. New Blitz update on Tuesday. And then, what else do we have on Tuesday? I think we have Fantastic Four. I could be wrong, but I think Fantastic Four is on Tuesday. I know Fantastic Four is coming out very soon. I'm not sure when though. I don't know why you... That's why he would go down there. Okay. I didn't know there was, like, a gun that spawns there. I mean, like, live one, right? For what reason? Okay. We're gonna contest it 3 times and just die. Watch. We're just gonna die every 3 times. Dude, why? I can't see him. What? Okay. It's solos. What are we doing? It's solo. It's solos. Why? I forgot I have no mats. This is how I could probably die right here. Just because I have no mats. I have no mats, so this is just gonna be so bad. And 33, bro. Why does he have attack and I have like 33? Oh god. Chat, we're in Heat 2 or Heat 1, Game 2 of FNCS right now. Yo, what's up, Thomas? Bro, everyone with tags. Like, tags are really the reload meta. but they're the most annoying thing ever. Like, I hate tags. Whenever I use a tag, I do like 2 damage every shot. Whenever anybody else... Okay, that's simple edit. That's the most easiest simple edit I've ever seen. Like, everybody has a tag. Except me, and when I do have a attack, it does no damage. And everyone has pumps that do 1,000,000 damage. I just never do damage. And that's the most saddest thing about it. Chat, is Agers live? Is Agers live? I don't know if Agers is live. He's not live on YouTube, but he might be live on... What about... Yeah, none of them are live on YouTube. They're all probably live on Twitch. Agers is who I want to qual. So, hopefully we could see Agers qual. I just messed up my drop by a long shot. Well, I'm dead. 'Cause that's a real kid right there. You don't see me. This guy, like, got nothing. I just never have a shotgun. When I do, it does no damage. Like, the times I want a shotgun and the times I don't. It's just, like, it's so unfair, because, like, I'm always at a disadvantage every time I fight someone. It doesn't matter what disadvantage, it's always a disadvantage that gets me killed. And I'm 2v1ing, because there's another kid, third party. Yeah, that just, like, what am I supposed to do when my disadvantage is literally everything? Like, everything's my disadvantage. Like, I cannot fight someone without there being the biggest disadvantage of my life. You can literally say, let's 1v1 and make it as fair as possible, and it'll still be unfair. Like, we could use the same guns, and then, like, I have perfect Wi-Fi almost all the time, but, like, we 1v1, and the second we 1v1, I'm just gonna, like, my Wi-Fi is just gonna go to, like, 1,000. It's kind of wild. My luck is the worst. Because it just hates me. So, like, I would pick up that tack, but, like, I bet you it's gonna do 0 damage when I pick it up. Like, I always choose a pump over attack and always regret it in the end. It's like, bro, oh, he jumped out here. Like, this gun beams, but, like, this gun does no damage. Where did my sound go? I was shooting and my sound just went bye-bye. In the middle. What in the... No mats. No mats, no mobility. Okay, yep. That's where you guys get to see my luck. No mats, no mobility, he just runs away. Because I don't have any mats to build up. It just kind of sucks how my luck is just never happening. Like, because of the no mats, I'm stuck in a building with no mats with this guy fully healed up. There's nothing I can do. And with no mobility, I can't run away from this. I don't know where that guy went. I need to get out of here. Where is this kid? Okay. I have to pop this. I'm dead. Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Ager's still up right now. Hopefully we can get to see Ager's in this. No shotgun. I'm dead already. This is the most dumbest fight I've ever seen. There's nothing I could do. Because, guys, if you had no shotgun, put yourself there. and see what you can do. You can't do shit because you're getting absolutely shit on by two people who have shotguns, and you're just over there with an AR with like 2 bullets left before you have to reload, and this kid's about to jump on you. You barely have any mats. Your other AR's dog shit. You're cooked. Like, that's the problem. If you don't have luck, because this game is actually based off of luck, no matter how many times people will say, oh, you're just bad when you die. Brother, I had an AR with 2 bullets in it because I I just automatically fell. Because it's just like a big problem with the fact that I don't have anything. No, like, I think Reload should give us more shotguns. We should have like the pump shotgun, the Sentinel, hammer shotgun, all of them. All of the best shotguns. That'd be fire, right? Is there like a good competitive map where I can respawn? So I don't have to spectate. They have, they have a new mode. We'll try the new mode. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Oh, they have 3 new modes. Season skirmish. What game mode are they playing right now? Oh, Smokers vs. Runners. I got 50 gold for doing nothing. For just spectating. Just gonna do Rocket Blast. Oh my. Yeah, I just get shockwaved into another dimension. This name is weird. Oh my god. Oh, camping in storm. Oh, camp yourself in storm. Oh, that's crazy. I want to see seasonal scrimmage. That would actually be kind of cool. I'm just gonna vote catch. There's no like real good games yet that see. Okay, human. Shit! This guy pushed me! Are you kidding me? I hate being infected. It's so boring. And you're so weak towards like how are you even supposed to like do it? Like, see, even right here, like, you got a bunch of people chasing you, but, like, okay. That guy was just bad. Score of 6. Guys, if we get, like, the seasonal skirmish, that would be kind of fire. I think there's, like, a Zone Wars one, too. That would be kind of good. I mean, if we see any of those, I can super vote it, and I probably will if it doesn't get voted. Who are our winners? Vert. Vert won that. Heat 1, match 2, Vert takes the win. Yeah, seasonal skirmish will be good. Well, I think this is a good one. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna take a W right here. Whoa. Phone's only, phone's only. Oh shit, I was gonna jump. Okay. No, that was a good one, that was a good one. Nothing worth super voting yet. Zone Wars. Seasonal skirmish. I want to see what this is. Okay, so it's just like... So you get like random guns. You gotta run around. Try to get the most points. Wait, oh my. Okay. Like, what is even going on? Does everyone just respawn at the same area? Like, why is everyone just spawn camping right there? Oh my god, I'm just getting spawn camped. Like, what the fuck was that? That was not what I thought it was gonna be. I guess I'll try this. Okay. This sucks. They already don't like this. Like, that's bullshit. Like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I'm not able to move. It doesn't tell me, like it says, oh, go this way. Where? What way? Also, why is it so goddamn laggy? Is that a lightsaber? That is dumb. It said run through the blue door. I don't like this. That means orange in this world, I guess. I guess blue isn't blue. That's just fucking thinking. Put on your thinking skills. That is whack. I don't understand. I don't understand what just happened. Don't. Zone Wars is by far the best for comp. It's basically just playing anything. Switch. Box by Zone Wars. Mm. Okay. Oh my. Alright, we got game 3 right now. Chat, I'm gonna go get some food real quick. Alright, chat, we're back. We got a good Heat 1 so far. Victory plus 9. Top 2 plus 5. Top 3 plus 3. 4 to 27 plus 2. Eliminations 2. Alright. Every minute, 1 point. Win plus 10 coins. Oh, I could buy these. 40 coins. 15. 35. That's some good loot right there. Here we go. Oh my god, such a good start. Pick this up. Yeah, that's a good loadout. can't pick it up. Okay, somebody spent 15 gold to get a gun. Or they just got lucky. Wow. What the hell? $61 damage. Oh my god. That's actually intense. Jeez. Oh my god. I have the mist. Throw pack. Is that what's gonna happen every round? I'm just gonna get cooked in the first 2 seconds. Like, I just got sprayed that right away. It's too far down. Yup. Sleep here. Yeah, 2 Peters and 2 people crazy thing. Oh. I don't know, these two are like both insane right now. Oh, okay, that right there ruined it, y'all. I feel like that's everyone's problem. They want to go on hype until they do something stupid to get on hype. But again, as I just said, it's stupid and it puts some screw. Which is why doing that is not good. You see, I get like pressured so fast. There's no chance I get to play because, yeah. It's like, I just get pressured right away. Everyone just starts shooting the minute it starts. We're at game 3 right now. So I'll be right back. Alright, chat. Here we go. Wanna open up FNCS?
Still opting to play this kind of outskirts. You can see off in the distance a player misforming. Not too pressed to push, but the tags are going to be welcome. Surely they've done enough. 4 elims is plenty of damage work.
Oh no.
I think they're like a way to zoom in.
And it's in the zone with some elevation towards Blooded Frogs. Gotta be very, very careful. Exactly this will happen. Other teams inside of the bases are gonna look over and see this as an opportunity to get some free damage, especially since they are so distracted. But Quick Boogeyman to pay. They separate themselves. Even though they try to attach themselves to that elevation, they pull themselves off a little bit because they know the threat of getting pushed is around the corner.
Boogie Pay and Quick here definitely making the most out of this game. This is the, I think, furthest we've seen them coming into kind of a mid-game situation here, as their early games were a bit dicey. Threats, Craze, and Booga, though, waiting for storm sickness at this point. You better get out of here. It's gonna get sketchy. Oh, talking about sketch, though. Hold up. Big tags coming through. Where's the whites for threats? Hold up. There it is. Medmiss forced to come out here. That's earlier than they would have liked.
different Pollo Ages and Acorn as well. Continuing their aggressive story. They have the exotic Sentinel Pump. And if you guys don't know, every time you hit a shot, it kind of goes between one or two abilities. It gives you kind of the pepper effect, or it slows your opponent down. And in the hands of someone like Pollo, being able to land multiple shots on multiple players throughout the course of a fight, those effects will kind of slow things down on your opponent's foot, kind of allow someone like Agers and Acorn probably to get that final elimination, the knock shot. So you're seeing a lot of the utility being grabbed from them, whether it's a mythic, exotic weapon. They have everything that they need and more.
And one of the best sound effects, too. Very rewarding. Hit a tag with that shoddy, but Day here. Coming online, okay. Not bad at all. A little knock to go ahead and give them some cushion to work with. Siphon's going to give him plenty of time to go ahead and decide what he wants to do with his loot here. Jack and Boji already on the move here, but they're a team lurking. Fliz kind of coming back here. Boji absolutely spotted out. Oh, wait. That build there, a little bit of a troll for Darzi, giving away their position. So Boji on high alert after that one. Cut off. I like the play, but Jack and Day are coming back here to support. Using that dash as well, so truly forced to commit here at this point.
Yeah, perfectly timed. They were trying to close the distance. To try to save their teammate. Exactly that. But there's a whole nother team. I'm not even sure they saw them as they kind of rotated in front of them. They know with the zone pulling further and further towards the north, even though there's not much distance with how stacked this side of the zone is, they're overall south because they're even rotating into a few more teams. The timing is definitely of the essence. They have over 700 damage above the threshold, so that's not going to be a worry in the back of their mind. But Boogie, Pixie, they're below, along with Avenger. One of them's going to get knocked and get above the damage threshold. They just need to figure out a way to slow things down and survive, though.
Yeah, they kind of have to take that fight. Look, this is a fight for storm damage here. That Storm Surge online, giving the warning. Zoom, Darzi, and Fliz needed it as well. What an opportunity for them where it was almost all over. That trio kind of collapsing in was the thing that they needed. Who would have thought? Meanwhile, Day and team off to the side, kind of watching it all go down. Trying to, I guess, analyze the situation, right? Feel it out. What all just unfolded? Where do these two teams come from?
Yeah, that positional awareness as well, kind of knowing where everybody's at, especially when these zones continue to pull towards the north and then a far eastern pull on top of that one. Knowing that everybody, including Pollo, Ages, and Acorn, that were positioned on the western side of the map is going to have to make that long rotation on over. And some are realizing also that timing is of the essence. You want to start to rotate quick, especially if you already have accumulated that Storm Surge throughout the course of that game. Because you don't want to be one of those teams that's just held out by the majority of the lobby.
There are so many teams on the heels of Aegis, Acorn, and Pollo. No one has shot yet. That's how far this zone is. Everyone's like, all right, you know what? They don't know we're here. I'm good with that. Let's rotate. Finally now, Aegis, Acorn, and Pollo feel comfortable enough to start turning on the gas pedal. Coin dropped right there for the shields for Pollo. They got to move, though.
Did you see that stat that popped up? Did you see that stat? Throughout the entirety of Major 2, they didn't take a single hit of Storm Surge. Today alone, they've gotten 31 ticks of damage from Storm Surge. A huge change up of the game plan of Aegis, Acorn, and Pollo. Something you wouldn't necessarily expect, especially considering he's one of the best IGLs. His bait, Ian, Mikado's. 175 below the damage threshold with active surge. Priscilla, instead of getting knocked, is going to go down. Bait's going to have to figure out something here because he's now getting ticked by the zone itself and Storm Surge. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Couldn't survive much longer, it seems. Falls into Storm there. Hayden and Hal team are going to be the gatekeepers here on the edge. Peeking out, don't quite catch visuals onto Moncadios, but hey, this player's 390 below. It's a matter of time. Let's just see who's going to go ahead and find this elimination here at this point. There it is. Aegis gets awarded.
Just peeking around at the right time, right-hand corner. And it was basically 2 eliminations worth of damage. Big hill to climb. but at least he can kind of rethink the strategy with the rest of the team for game number 4. 257 damage, though, above the threshold for TK, Byla, and Larson. 39 points so far. Not where they would have expected to be, but with this game and 2 more left to go, all it takes is one big moment, a couple of big plays, few eliminations to really change the difference. At 6 below for Luckin, Hypers, and Focake, they take a few ticks of that Storm Surge, and now it's just going to get exponentially harder if they don't find that damage.
I like the med misplay here, but Storm Surge is online. They got to make a play here now. This is bad. Nothing but bad intentions from Bugha side too. You see the shots coming in, the pressure's online. Great tag there, but already other players join in on the action here. The frenzy of shots and fire. Bugha's team's going to be the first to secure loot. TK, Byla, and Larson, though, also below the surge. What all went wrong for them?
At least they're above now, 32. Playing the disaster down below, continuing to trade shots. Any damage is better than none. Now looking off to the distance, seeing a full team rotate on by, but because of that misform, they're going to be relatively safe, the majority of that way through. No shots able to sneak in, but 98 above. They're figuring out a way to just get a few shots to connect, even if it's not a massive confidence-building moment. As Aviv, Rise, G-Money able to steal away that elimination. Almost 1,000 damage above the threshold. Eliminations for them isn't even about surge, it's about resources.
A lot of mats fall in there. Byla, Larson, and TK find a refresh as well. And another team, what just unfolded for this squad is kind of going through enemy builds. That's the danger. Gotta be careful there. Byla levels up to his layer. And now all of a sudden, they're really in this game here. Zone's gonna pull further and further south, though. Aegis, Poyo, and Acorn just master rotates here time and time again. This game really going in their favor so far. Seem to be in full control at the moment of the end game here. Another team is going to fall to them. It's OG. Seems like it was just a matter of time. Jack caught there too. Day escapes, but for how much longer? Another misfit as well here, Jacob.
They're just looking like they're just making up for that last game. I think they got relatively low points, if any at all, and they say, well, now we got to go ahead and get 2 games worth of points here. If not the victory royale, they can take the rest of the day off. As we look in the clouds, it's figuratively and literally, it's Threats, Craze, and Bugha. But the 8th zone monster, we've already seen it happen today. It might be entirely too soon for them to invest a ton of materials.
Yeah, you know what? I think they're desperate. You know, after those first 2 games, not finding the placement points they needed, Bugha, Craze, and Threats are, you know, again, almost trying to force the win condition at this point. We'll see if it's the right decision. There's still the big names left in the lobby, like Poyo, Aegis, Acorn, G-Money, Rise, and of course, you know, being very much situated there ahead of them. So I'm a bit concerned, but so long as, you know, Poyo, Acorn, and Aegis stay on the low ground, I think they'll be okay up there.
Great damage on the Byla. They get the knock on the TK. Larson's down as well. Byla just needs a miracle here to survive outside of the zone. Luckily for him, those fallen bodies of his teammates, he's able to get as much of the resources as possible, but in comes TK, in comes Teeks. They're able to take them down. That's a huge loss there on the other side, but for Bugha, Craze, and Threats, that's a huge win. They're able to get damage, eliminations, and they're able to rotate here much safer on the high ground.
Aviv, G-Money, and Rise at the front side of zone, but Poyo, Acorn, and team are going to be rotating right behind them. So this is going to all unfold here and now. You see them kind of cutting them off. Aviv, Rise, and G-Money, look at their perspective. Very situated, big material, going through the metal right now. They can, you know, kind of can. They have all the luxury to do so.
Right in front to a team above. Pays getting targeted out. That's Craze who actually gets the elimination points for that, even though it's Rise, G-Money. And the trio is able to get all of that loot for that fallen body as Poyo, Aegis, Acorn still dominating the low ground. It's 2,000 above the threshold. It's more about winning a game. It's about proving a point. It's about making a statement for them.
Argo, Havoc, and Scylla. Another team we got to look out for here. No strangers to high ground. They got Mistform as well. Plenty of options to go ahead and work around with here. all this low ground layer too. Sandman's once again Northern kind of sneaking into the conversation. We haven't said much about them, but they've been one of the most consistent trios on the day right now. Dangerous Acorn and Pollo find another elimination. This is going to pull them up to 10. There it is. That double elim worth of points there earned already here. Really starting to rack up.
They even got the upgrade from Superhero S+. Every boon they didn't have before, they do have now. That just makes them a stronger team than before as they make the sacrifice. Rise, G-Money, and Aviv, they go deep into the front of zone. They drop the men in the smoke, and they wait for it to catch up. A 200 IQ play. On the other side, though, they're still looking to get aggressive, and now they're knocking on the door. Rise, G-Money, and Aviv down below. They get distracted, though, for a moment, trying to find a path and exit while every other team is trying to do the same thing. That's just more loot for them to get for themselves, but they're taking their time, Monster, because down below, there's a full trio waiting for them to drop down.
You can see the effects of the dashes coming out there. So Pollo fully aware of what's all happening below them. Aviv, G-Money, and Rise, though, playing for placement points here. I think they're just trying to say, hey, look, we can solidify our way to grand finals here through consistency. We've done enough to stay alive at this rate. The rest falls into place here. Pieces to the puzzle. Front side is perfectly timed for them. Out of material, though, now, so they will be forced to collapse here shortly into a trio. Pollo, Agers, and Acorn taking full advantage of these tarps here, walking their way across this heavy material right now.
Acorn cutting off the path on the other side as well. Pollo's just following. Say, hey, where do you need me, Captain? Even Ager's almost getting boxed up. But Pollo there to save the day yet again, dropping the medallion, changing hands, making sure that Agers is healthy because they know how chaotic this endgame is. And Jargo's feeling it as well. Two of his teammates both go down. That's a lot of pressure on him as a solo to try to get some placement points from up, down, all around, inside of his cover. The zone is going to be the one, after all, to take him down.
Couldn't even shoot his way out. Aviv, though, trying to do the same. Misforms his way out the back half of the box there and into the new storm he goes. 6th place so far. Things kind of crumbled for him a moment ago. Waiting for that misform to go in and turn online here. Siphon was available, but doesn't get it in time there. Couldn't find the shot. Meanwhile, Bugha, Threats, and Craze. We haven't gone up to what's happening there, but Pollo, Agers, and Acorn say, give us a second. We'll show you what's happening up here. Pollo putting on the edit course for us to witness here. Gets pieced though by Craze and Threats. And just like that, it should be their game to win. It's a 3v1 happening here. Tex on the low ground doesn't know what all just happened. Here comes Threats to go in and close the deal. Puts the edits out, boxes them out, finishes the game with a nice tag and a shotgun shot there, and they'll be going straight to grand finals.
Yeah, that's almost history in the making. That is a 26 grand finals appearance for Bugha, only missing out on one. And on the other side, that's Craze, the newest player on this team. They made the decision, him or Rapid, and so far it's working out. That's going to be his 5th FNCS final appearance.
Very good game by them. You know, they played it very well. Textbook, as one might say. But, you know, at the end there, I got to say, Acorn, you know, bravo. You know, he was like, hey, we know who's on height. Let's just go take a full-on fight. Let's have some fun with this one. And Pollo tries to pull out the edit course, but in the end, Threats, though, plays it so well. Shuts him down there.
Right there was just kind of the antiques. Yeah, he was able to at least get, I think, an elimination point on top of that. And for Teeks, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. He pulled up, was able to get a good amount of placement points, but it's Bugha, Threats, and Craves that made their way to the grand final. Zeke, there's only 2 spots left, though.
Why would you say that, Jacob? Why would you remind me that we don't have many games left? You're supposed to just let me look through my rose-colored glasses, okay? All right? Also, because Bugha won, you know there's only one thing I have to do. Congratulations, Bugha. We're going to be seeing you in grand finals, baby. Let's go. Oh, you thought I was going to do... No. See? You gotta keep your toes.
You got me. You did get me.
That was good. That was good. That was surprising. And not as surprising, though, as seeing Threats, Craze, and Bugha get the win on game. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you, Zeke. And much as we could predict that coming out, we could also predict the win coming from Bugha, Craze, and Threats. I mean, they just had pretty good games 1 and 2, but once they finally took the high ground in game 3, we knew that it was done and dusted for this trio. There was very little that could stand in their way, but what could stand in their way is Pollo's trio, but it kind of looked like Pollo's trio just kind of went up for fun, Vivid, if I could say that accurately, and just went for the W key to see what would happen.
You know, testing out the water, seeing, you know, who's up on high, seeing if they can pull out one of the little montage highlights right there. But, hey, listen.
Wavered, but I thought, you know what? No. This is everything's fine. And then
Alright, my bad, yeah, I'm back.
you know, the threats one piece up. I said, you know what? It's good. We locked it
Here
up.
we go.
We're gonna see them in the final, so that's what we had to look forward to. Now, of course, as Jacob said, with only 2 games left to go in group number 1, how does this go? I mean, who else is gonna get a DR? Who's gonna end in top 5? Well, for now, we go to a break. When we return, though, game number 4 awaits us. So stay tuned.
Here we go. Let's check this out. There's a shop. Oh, we can fight here. Ooh, it's even got this. Wait, this is cool. Let's get a new lobby, like a public lobby, and we'll battle some people. Shit. Here we go. So I think we have game 4 now. Yeah, I think we have game 4 now. We're gonna drop in here, play a little bit of this while we wait. So we got trios. We got 4 points right now. 4th place. We need to get our points up. I'm not even shooting, which is kind of the funny part. Is my thing was broken for some reason and started shooting on its own. Okay, this is not looking good. I'm not able to shoot. That was bad. We need to get our points up. My trees got me, my trees got me. Oh my, I'm so bad. Can I pick my guns? Or do I just spawn with one loadout and then after that I just keep that loadout? And I can pick up other people's guns. And that will go in my loadout. I think that's how that works. I don't know, it's whack. What the fuck? I don't know what just happened. Yeah, like how do I get... Oh, here. Okay. Can I do like random? No? Miss. No. Okay, drop all of this. On mist. On that. Sentinel. This. 6 splashes would be nice. How many of these can I carry? 6? Yeah, I could deal with that. Okay. Okay. That is so dumb. That. That's over. We got 14 points. Still in 4th place. Okay. That was bad. Why is the TV just off? Like, shouldn't the TV be, like, on? I'm confused why the TV's just turned off. I'm getting pushed by 2 people. What is that? This is glowing. Yup. Give me something good. Like, these are glowing at me. And you know they can give me something good. Woo! Ooh. Brother. What team? I'm a part of the lowest ranking team. Okay. Lowest ranking team is wild. One pump. That was the most saddest day of bro's life. Oh, we got 10 points. We're in second place. We're catching up. We're catching up. We're catching up. Oh. Oh, I feel like the only one getting points. Like, my team has not done anything good. Yeah. Like, I'm the only person actually dumping on people right now. Like, where's my team at? What place am I in now? Oh. This is bad because my team ain't doing anything. I've literally gotten every single point for my team. Can build. I've literally gotten every single point so far. Like, I know it doesn't look like it because I have teammates, but I've soloed all of this. And, like, they're not any better. Can't even join their team anymore. I'm confused why that one's, like, TV is just, like, not there. Like, it's there, but turned off. I'm gonna try loading into another one and see. Yeah, maybe we could get good teammates, too. As long as we had before, I got 15 points on my own. Literally just on my own, I got 15 points. And I was in second place, but, you know, I didn't have a team. Like, I literally, they weren't doing anything.
team's got to be careful. There's another team directly in Utopia. You see in the mini-map, both on top and bottom, potential teams as well. Luckily for them, they are kind of in the center of the zone, so unless they're forced to be proactive for Storm Surge, which chances are one of the teams probably might be, they really don't have to risk too much at this stage in the game. Everybody else, though, you see Void, Broken, King still rotating in from the north. There's one more team over from Pump Power. They might end up clashing, but that's where a lot of teams start to build up that metal material if they haven't had it already.
Yeah, this team seems to be pretty capped off on most of their other maps at the moment. The working catch visuals on Preston here does look like he knows they are there now.
Okay, sound effects.
Dash here to see if we can get tags. Big opportunity for 2 headshots from this fire rifle. That'll be all she wrote here.
I just want to hear the TV. I don't want to hear.
Yeah, it's not much, but that superhero rank upgrade, you see kind of the HP going up 1, down 1, up 1. That's because they did rank up to A rank, not having to force out any of that HP just yet as we tune on Pollo, Agers, Acorn in another fight in Demon's Domain, so not too far off from their original drop spot. That's the tick there on the other side, but from up above, down below, Acorn, Pollo, they're trying to converge, sandwich onto one. That's the tick there on the other side, and I think Agers had joined the fun as well. Luckily for him, he's trying to disengage with the dashes, but it's only going to help for so much. Agers is still going to be able to get that down. I think Acorn is going over to clean that one up.
Yeah, down body at the bottom of the builds as well.
Yikes.
Agers, interesting enough, every time we tune into him, he's got the 6 big pots. Strategy almost take form here, right? Control this way. Oh, look, Aloe. Didn't know where he was. Gonna hide in the background there.
Can't see the edges zone. Probably the top of outpost. So it's kind of centering up for the most part. Demon's Domain is on the outskirts as well on the western edge. So everybody right now on the north end, even on the northwestern edge of the map, still trying to find their spot. And that's where that edge of the zone is going to be so clustered. And you kind of see the huge difference already. Silic, Jargo, and Havoc. Relatively nobody here on this side of the map. That's just because they're all on the north.
Who's not in power? Little scenic rotate here. Playing ultra dead side. They're going all the way around here. Risk inspired. Sniper in sight. Want to finish up. We'll be just fine. Look at how there's no one inside down here. They, for some reason, do damage from the limit.
Yeah, I was thinking they're looking for the launch pad. Yeah, they gotta have to hurry up and get in there. Because even if they're above the threshold, let's just say 1, 2, even 300, we know the next couple zones that can change in the blink of an eye. And the slower the launch rotate in, more and more teams will kind of take that priority position away from you and kind of get left whatever is going to be left over. Brilliant Aiden Hound. They have the blueprint for success so far today. Even though they haven't been able to execute and get that victory royale, they've gotten close, and if they can just figure out a way to mimic that, replicate some of that success here. Relatively good spot in towards zone as it does pull further and further towards the east, over towards Utopia City. They have the option to rotate early, get towards the zone, or wait and accumulate more surges as other teams have to rotate as well.
You know, they may not have picked up a lot of eliminations, but the placement points are very much shining through in the overall points here. Same for Mafia, Types, and Hades. This game, actually, surprisingly, they don't have any early game elims. They have been one of the few teams that have been CC battling off the drop. Team right on the heels.
This is lagging now.
Gets tagged from the west side here. The team behind him stops moving in their tracks. Like, wait a second, we don't want to get caught in between this canyon here. Let's pay for a team.
We have the luxury of seeing it too. You see how many teams are on the edge that they're rotating towards as well. 82 below the damage threshold. So instead of focusing on just getting Storm Surge, they're going to try to get in towards the zone first. Find a spot that they feel comfortable with, and that's where they're going to try to accumulate some damage. Maybe even on this edge where there is a team behind them, because that shots that we saw earlier on could be their opportunity. It might be the only safe one at least. Pollo Ager's Acorn, they already have a medallion from the island, and they have Havoc down as well. Their destruction of group number 1 continues.
Flexing at this point. 1,000 above here. None of the problems we saw in that game, too. Mafia hates these hex, though. You just watch them rotate here. I like that little gameplay they were trying to set up. The team didn't end up tailing behind them. I don't think you saw Boogeyman there. Exposed. Team Flyers back, though. There it is. They're pushing that solo that we saw.
Yeah, I think they kind of saw him at last second, but they really had no choice. They couldn't go for it. Nice shot into the stairs from 50 or so to 181, plus the elimination on top of that. Mafia, they started this game at 132 points, third place on the consistency. They just need to continue to have the same type of game that they were having, or at the very worst, just not go down early outside of placements. For G-Money, Rise, and Aviv, 208 points all but secured their spot as well over the outpost. Things are looking good for a good portion of the lobby, but Names, the Tick, and Aloe now have their backs up against the wall. Active Storm Surge, 180, drop down to 73. They're connecting with shots, but not fast enough. That pressure every 7 seconds, 25 damage. And on the other side of these boxes, Monster, it's Aegis, Acorn, and Pollo. So it's going to get harder for them if they're fighting it out as Pollo claims the first.
Aloe fought so hard to save his team, pick them up, get them back in the game here, but 500 below the threshold there. I mean, there's only so much you can do, especially this late into the mid-game now, as things are starting to really progress along. Pollo Agers and Acorn continuing to use these opportunities to just polish up and sharpen their steel.
Alright, there we go. Number 1, chat.
That line right there, plenty of material.
Number 1 right now.
For the end game to come. Mafia Tech's though hates. Look at this. 400 below now, so although they've kind of inched their way through, and have found opportunities to kind of stay in the game, to see where they've now fallen significantly behind. They will need to take this full trio fight. I like that they're doing it here and now before it gets in later, but this is not going to be easy at all.
They did get that superhero upgrade throughout the course of that, but exactly what he said, 403, that's more than 2 full eliminations worth of damage. And it's just going to continue to get worse. The zone pulled towards the south, 456. They have an idea of a team right below that they kind of want to jump on. They haven't got the green light yet. The more time that they're wasting this situation, Monster, the harder it's going to be to get the surge and survive the rotation.
That A range definitely giving them a lot of time alive. They're kind of playing with house money here, but tagged on the rotate. That's the setback. You got to be careful with this surge and force surge to add up here. See if they can do something big here. They need to finish this team. No, they were waiting, ready. Kind of block those shots coming in. This is it. Woods comes down, no, boxes them up. And the counter thrown out of Woods there. Allows him to escape ever so briefly. Mafia finds the tag, needs the second here to stay alive in the game. There it is. Jacob, they might be doing it somehow, some way. I mean, just survive, kind of live to see another day.
Deactivate for a moment, give him a chance to breathe.
You got 25 points.
Onto something else as Luke, Vinox, and Panda Season is just rotating away. That is their Storm Surge if they have any hope of getting it. And Hades goes down to Void outside of the storm. Mafia's left by himself, 610 damage, and he's gonna finally meet his maker here. But no, 3 HP and a dream. It's 23 seconds. Storm Surge.
Oh my god, guys.
There it is. The missile, he was waiting for it to go there and cool down. No, tagged on the way, but hey, he earned, might have been a placement point, top 20 there, so it wasn't for nothing. Just battling through and through to the very end. Meanwhile, these Rise and G-Money, they want the free turn here. Finally able to flow on the outside of the zone, full finish. Just collapsing on the teams. They get a big set of
Doing good, we're doing good, we're doing good.
With
Never
now,
mind.
Dargus Silic, the last two alive on this trio, seem to have had a tough time
13 kill
surviving
streak.
this last zone. Things are starting to get up now. Get high ground though. Koyo 8 to 8 more. I think they had enough night for the night. They might be looking to pack this one up.
Hey, any team that's below the consistency leaderboard 6th.
Oh, okay.
Kind of hoping them, Avid's team.
There it is.
Opens up the spot at the
There
bottom of
it
consistency.
is.
With how close it is, it could be anybody's game.
That was
Broken
good.
King, one of those teams that I was talking about, started this game at about, I think it was 4th place on that consistency leaderboard overall, so they're definitely within reach inside of the bubble. They just need to solidify here without these next 2 games.
Yeah, this is good. Good time to go ahead and punch out. Niamet and Trisido, no. Caught on the move there. Again, you're just seeing the update of all the teams that are kind of in the running, but just having a really tough game 4.
Yeah, this is... I feel like every team that is inside of the bubble, except for 2, has been going down, has been facing so many difficulties. And while for them that may be a little bit of a curse, for everybody else below that leaderboard, that's a blessing. That just means the overall standings is to be that much closer at the end of the day. As another rotation, good portion of the lobby gets the front zone, but the rest is everybody's going to have to rotate back. Luckily for them, there's no active storm surge just yet, but that could change in the next couple seconds.
Yeah, if there's any time to stay consistent, get the big points here and now, while so much of the bubble is potentially to fall here. I mean, those points in that 110 to 130 area, the sweet spot.
I can't with that lag.
Plenty more to earn though. Top 15 left here. 197 below.
The lag is getting worse and worse every time.
Defense from Madden though is just gonna shut things down there, possibly eliminating the streams of Jargon. No, there's 2 builds left, hiding out. Nothing there.
Just simply trying to survive, but he gets caught out. 213 though, Maiden Hound, Trillion. Instead of going for high ground too early, they're trying to dominate that low ground. If you look up, it's Rise, it's Aviv, it's G-Money. They're on top of the road for now. This is something we've seen already in games past. Hopefully they learned their mistakes as the destruction continues down below. Angels looking to claim another one as they're putting pressure from box to box. Poyo also closing in on that distance. Finally, they steal away one of those pieces and they take down Mako right after. That's a wish that he hopes that he can make it to that last game so they can qualify.
They're earning so many points right now. At this point, I'm questioning if they're even going to queue into the last game. They don't need to, but at the end of the day, they are popping off here and now. High ground, force Aviv, Rise, and G-Money situated comfortably. Void, Broken, and Kingdom. They've had a good run so far, and they're eyeing up an opportunity to try to take a win here. I like this level of commitment here, but G-Money and Rise want to go ahead and reconnect to their builds. It's all woods, though. That could be telling of the situation of our high ground trio.
I need more shockwaves.
I think it truly is, and that's exactly why they put so many pressure on the second height team. But down below, Oil, they've been cleaned up one elimination, but up above, that's a whole other trio. But they're not backing down. In fact, they're moving forward step by step, just walking them down. One elimination has already been cleaned up. 2 more trying to go out the side. Aegis does have that cape, so he can be able to mitigate damage from the storm soon. Hound goes down. Aiden is stuck with Carillion, trying to clutch this one out. He's trying to crucial elimination before falling.
Carillion trying to cap off here. Player right beneath them. Can he get the tag? Nicely done there. It's on today in the finish. And on the other side of the wall, another
He's so low.
But Raw answers with a bigger tag. Siphon to keep him in the game. Meanwhile, the VG Money Rise watching this all go down. They had no more mats, mind you, unless they managed to find some way to pick something up. Yeah, look, they are completely on E here. What's the play for them? Acorn coming up. Yeah, this team has so many builds. This is all but GG. Acorn just cranking his way up. They want to win this game here and now.
There's no Aegis, so he's kind of doing it by himself. Because Poyo is kind of stuck. He's busy. His hands full with a whole other team. Separated from the individual. Route gets flanked flanked by Aviv, who gets flanked by somebody else. But if you look up, Acorn has done just enough. Exactly what you were talking about. They expended every material until they were fresh out. Going up against Acorn, he's not slow in his role. He's ready to fight. He knows the men misspoke is a sign of weakness. When he fights off more Pikachu, he's going to go down. But Pollo's by himself, 1v3 situation, and he meets that same fate monster.
Unfortunately, misses the tag that matters. Aviv, Rise, and G-Money managed to survive the onslaught with no mats. And in the end, Core, Ford, and Preston on the low ground. Hearing it all go down, also no material. This is just going to be a full-on clash here of a 3v3. And then there's one lurking nearby. Could be Rolliffin, who's playing his zone. That big tag from him kind of in the mix here. Yeah, he's found himself in the big ground. Hey, he's got material for everyone else here, though. He seems like he misformed up to the top, so keeping things interesting. There goes the delivery. Aviv comes around, using that misform to get up a bomb. I like to get it. And it's just chaos in the low ground, but Aviv is fired up. And well played for them. They secured the dub.
Smooth walking across that finish line. They had high ground, and even with Acorn contesting them when they were out of material, they gave it up together. They played as a team, and eventually Acorn Pollo got separated. They fell, and then the rest was theirs from the taking, and some big plays by Aviv at the end. Even might not have picked up the most eliminations, but the damage he dealt was a huge difference maker for them.
Definitely was. And, you know, I was looking at the material count for G-Money, Rise, and Aviv, and I'm like, wait a second, two of them have nothing, but it seemed like they funneled everything into Aviv. So Aviv kind of was the win position at one point, but look at the kickoff there. G-Money really opening up this battle, getting that initial elimination, allowing Aviv to go and finish up the job. While playing another victory royale for Aviv, G-Money, and Rise, and straight to
That
the
was
final Zeke. That was match number 4.
The big cheese of G-Money and Rise going straight for the grand final. Also, that bird form, the kind of drop down shot, bird form back up, pop back out, drop down shot. Okay, all right. That's the swaggiest thing I think I've seen. That's it.
No, I swore that Alfred Hitchcock was writing the script right now because it's just birds everywhere. But obviously, we all knew that if G-Money and Rise were going to be coming out, going into the grand finals, because these first 3 games, they have just performed so well. They got a 5th, a 2nd, and a 3rd, and what better way to round out their day than getting that victory royale on height that we've seen them kind of testing the waters a little bit, but finally confidently grabbing that height and just running away with it, Vivid.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Kinch that we got to see come through that game as well, right? It's like, oh, you know, Rise, Aviv, and G-Money could be the first team to get top 5 in all 5 of the group games, and yeah, that's right there is why it's so hard for a team to actually kind of do that. Because if you're good enough to get top 5 in 5 of the games, then you're probably good enough to go ahead and win one as well, right? So, of course, Rise, top 5 in all 5 games if you can't play all 5. But yeah, I mean, incredible stuff for them, and you know, we'll see it in a little bit here. So the leaderboard effect is very, very consistent teams. Winning a game shuffles things up.
That's right, Vivid, and we'll see that after this short break. With only 1 game left to go, and now a top-performing team making it through on a victory royale. What does that mean? So stay tuned. We'll find out.
like right behind them. Two more points. Oh, yep. Oh my. Victory. Let's go. With 18 points.
Man, this is it. The last game of group number 1.
Yes,
How did we
sir.
get here? Let's just, you know what? Just gonna wipe everything. We're gonna start over. All right, this is now game 1. A good thing I don't have the power to do that. Game number 5 is right around the corner. But we wanted to just highlight a couple things from game number 4. Maybe you just missed it, but Aviv got himself the Victory Royale. G-Money, Rise, we'll see that trio heading straight through to grand finals not too long from now. But there's a couple, well, there's one last trio that hasn't got a VR that, you know, they're still performing the way we expect to perform. I guess, will we see Aegis, Acorn, and Pollo get a VR in game number 5? What do you guys think?
You know what's so funny is that during rehearsal, we even joked about them not going for the win for any of these games just to get a little bit more practice in. And I don't know, you know, it seems like that. I don't want to claim that that's exactly what they're doing, but they seem to be in so many potential positions to go for this, you know, advantageous spot. And then they kind of just go for the W key. They go for the aggro. They want to go for the eliminations, regardless of what we've seen them play before in Majors 1 and 2, where they're so smart with their height takes. It kind of just seems like they are, once again, testing the waters. They're kind of feeling out the rest of the lobby, and this might be a good way for them to kind of judge how the grand finals are going to play out a little bit.
Yeah, I actually, I've got a little bit of a challenge for this trio here. A little bit of extra credit, if you will, right? Game number 1, 17 eliminations. Game number 3, 18 eliminations. Game number 4, 19 eliminations.
Oh my
So,
Aegis, Acorn, and Pollo. They're doing good.
Okay, hear me out.
They need to get a win though, cause even though they are doing good, they don't got that win. They're in 5th place, and they're the highest of the people who haven't gotten wins. Everyone else has gotten a win.
To the grand finals, okay? So then we want to be basically in the top
Blake,
10 of this leaderboard, which is
Oliver,
5, okay? So,
or not doing too well. I mean, they only are up because they got one win, which is kind of crazy.
They're not falling out. But if they were to get
And
in this next game, I feel like that's kind of
we haven't seen anyone get 2 Victoriels.
And I would like to
But
see
I
that,
am
right? Because that kind of
surprised
gives,
we have
like,
not
people
seen
opportunity to, like,
Acorn,
fight for that top
Aegis, and
5.
Pollo getting
First,
up
we kind of
there.
start to flip on over to
I feel like
effectively,
they're
what is that
trying
goal,
to
so
just
speak, right?
mess
I mean,
around
it's
for
only
now
a
and
point between,
play,
10 and 11, right?
and
131
instead
to
of
130.
really trying.
There's some kind of interesting back and
So
forth there, so I feel like it's probably most beneficial that they get the VR here, right? Like, that would probably be the best for the lobby.
yeah.
So they either take that VR spot or they take that top 5 spot. I don't think that's actually going to affect the lobby too much more. But I do think if you look at this second page, we have so many teams that are within that contention of getting top 10. Right now, Violet, TK, and Larson that sit in top 10 are just 130 points. And we know that a victory royale, or even not even a victory royale, but a top 7 with a handful of eliminations can just shoot you up the leaderboard. And we have some big names here. We have teams like Dave, Jack, and Boji, Sandman 20 and Northern, Power Blue and Xanda, Liam, all of these huge teams that are within that precipice of making it into that top 10. I don't think, honestly, that Ager's, Acorn, and Pollo have any influence on what's going to go on. They're literally double of second place through placement right now. I think regardless of what they do, the rest of the lobby is just focusing on themselves.
Of course, Acorn, Agers, and Pollo, they're secured, right? But there is way more teams that are not secured than are secure right now, right? Talking about all of the bubble teams, the ones that are kind of close to making it into that top 10. Well, this format's awesome because no matter where you stand on the leaderboard, you actually have a chance coming into this last game. You can be the last place on that leaderboard right now. As long as you win this last game, you can make it into finals, which I think makes it so awesome and makes game number 5 very scary.
That's true, Ben. It's time to roll the dice one last time out of group number 1. Who walks away with the victory royale? Let's find out together for the last time today. Casters, take it away.
So next week we have 2 heats in a row.
When you're having fun. Already we're at the last game of the day, and Zeke, he hit the nail on the head. 1 point separates a grand finals appearance and having to go through that
yeah, we have 2 of those, and then 2nd of August and 3rd of August. I will not be here 2nd of August. I will be here 3rd of August.
In theory, because they're just going to go ahead and snipe a spot and say, you know what, the 4 next best teams are going to be the ones to go ahead and step up.
2nd of August, I have plans, so.
And, you know, last game, a lot of teams came up short. Teams that could have honestly broke away with a hefty lead had a really tough game 4. So clearly, there's some lobby adjustment happening here, Jacob.
And I'm ahead.
And if any of these teams in or outside of the bubble or that close go down early in this game, you're literally left watching and hoping and praying that that point threshold is enough. But game number 5 is here. Who goes to the grand finals? Let's find out.
Been a great group 1 so far, but the last time we step onto this group's battle bus begins here and now. Game number 5 is kicking off, and you know, I couldn't be more excited to start gearing up for the future group stages. This one right here, definitely, I would say, not riddled with too many surprises. All the teams that have pulled through with Victory Royales are clearly some tier 1 trios kind of coming into the mix. And now that it comes down to the final wire, it really wouldn't surprise me if Pollo, Acorn, and Agers decide, hey, we're gonna have some more fun and secure a 2nd place for good measure.
You know, looking at that drop map, we were talking all day long. The teams that win a game, that opens up their drop spot. Who's brave enough to go over there? Rise, G-Money, and Aviv just won from Outpost. We saw how much space and loot they were able to get, Monster. Not a single team moved over in that direction.
So next week we're going to be watching Peterbot cook.
Just like this one, Byla, Larson, and TK going at it yet again. But
what group is Peterbot in? Which group?
TK slips out the side, and Spear second guesses himself here and says, you know what, let's just get the pick up, save my teammate, and allows TK to kind of refresh and recoup himself here. I mean, TK's got a big decision. Jacob, what do you think he does in this situation?
He just has to hide. He can't even necessarily disengage because we know how crowded the north side of the map is overall. So I feel like almost, if you hear this reboot going off, you might have to try to make a play, but it's a double reboot on top of that. So maybe TK is thinking, get these reboot cards, disengage, and hope for the best.
Yeah, he's got to be quick, though. He's in the room.
What?
Where the cards are, but he had to break through the wall first. There goes the first one. Here they come now. He does have that extra build, but no, gets cut off there. And just like that, TK's run ends. And they did not earn any effective points this game. That'll be GG. Polo Spirit and Math get to honestly fight their way to victory royale at this point.
That's just a heartbreaker. We were talking about on the bubble, in the bubble. They were the line. We're seeing these contested fights throughout the day. Flooded Frogs, Elizabeth Boyd's able to get the first jump and the first wipe onto them. And a huge change-up, too, because they finished it rather quickly this game around versus some of the previous games that we see today. That's going to allow them to loot up the outskirts and all of this surrounding area from Flooded Frogs that they weren't able to do in previous games.
Big Eagles. Saw the highlights. They're comfortably in the 170 range now. You know, they might might have done enough to go ahead and also secure a seat on that battle bus to the grand finals. Your Ager's Acorn sticking to the trusty strategy so far. Again, this is all in preparation for the weeks ahead now. They've been, honestly, the entertainment for the night.
I think it might be one of those scenarios because, in theory, based off of drop maps and every Fortnite community analyst, it's going to be them versus Peterbot at Demon's Domain if Peterbot can make it out of the group stages. But you got to realize, going up against a team like that, you can't expect to win every single contested drop. So in order for them to have a shot at winning if they are contested, Monster, it's going to come through high elimination games just like this. So I think it's a perfect strategy they're doing today. Not really trying to win the game, but more so trying to put up those big elimination games for, in theory, closing the gap if it was finals.
Gotta close that gap here. 5. Once again, this is the last opportunity now. Any team in this lobby still has a chance to go to grand finals through the Victory Royale format. Everyone else you're seeing with 100 plus points, they just need to stay consistent to the end game. Big fight happening here.
Come on.
On the line here and now. Let's see it go down.
Oh, that was a big one right there for Power to win and trades the shots, but he gets the better end of it.
It's that. Kill. Okay.
3v2 gonna play out the rest of the way, and Blue's trying to keep it that way.
20 seconds left. We gotta keep our thing up. Keep our victory.
They're gonna slow it down, take it one step at a time, and hopefully try to finish up this fight. Up they go. Powers turning back. Try to get the high ground. He's getting that pressure on the Smoss, and Electro is playing safe. They're gonna go ahead and use that misform to try to reclaim the high ground, but they're separated. They're duos. That puts them in a pushable spot in this 3v2.
But it's a matter of time. Big tag there for Blue. Nicely done for him. Codes up the opponent. Finds the big healthy shot. That's Electro. Take it all the way to the sky here. Just costing him some time and mats, but... Oh, he's trying to axe him. Oh, and then blocks him out. Wait a second. Okay. Even interesting for us at this point.
It almost looked like he was trying to block him into the corner.
Yeah, he was trolling. He was holding him right there, and then he backed up and blocked him. Not gonna lie, that was almost a super, super nasty clip, but he ends up being the one pump instead.
And I feel like I didn't make too many predictions coming into this group stage, but I was like, Power, Blue, Zonda, they've been consistent, especially Power throughout these past couple seasons, making at least one of the major finals on 2 different rosters. So I kind of predicted them to make it. I didn't think it was going to be this close. Sandman 20 and Northern, another team I thought would find success here today, especially since they're uncontested at Supernova Academy, which most of the competitive community thinks of this as the #1 drop spot in the game. Outside of Demon's Domain.
Look at this messy fight going down right here. 3v3, but teams kind of in the vicinity, listening, watching. Mako, Void, and Icy are at 90 points, so they really do have an opportunity, if you will, to make that top 5 still. They might be sitting deep in that second page, but they're not out the running just
Guys, whoever gets a victorial here also gets to qualify. Out of the 5 games, whoever wins is automatically getting qualified because there's 5 rounds. You get 1,000 points. So if you win, you're qualifying.
Continuing to rotate, trying to find eliminations. Almost seems like this team.
So I want to see who's gonna qual here, because we can see someone with 5 points. Theoretically, somebody with just 5 points win the game and qual. That'd be kind of crazy. But qualifying gets you winning a game is so rewarding to the point where you qualify instantly if you win. I can't wait for finals this season for competitive This season for competitive is actually so good.
We're towards the north side of the map. Just
Fortnite
outside
for
of Pump Power and
esports has
Supernova
always
Academy.
been like
A lot
so
of teams
fun
gonna
these
try to use this
for
to kind of
like
rotate
so
in from
long.
the north side of the map.
Cause like I
Just
mean look
straight
at this,
join in
bro.
from the western side where it can look to get stacked as Madden just gets down quickly. Even
Like
though
you
there's
still have the
combos with the
dash
dashes
play.
and the misform
Like
monster,
that was back
it's
in
just too
like
much space to kind of
the
close the gap and go for the
the
elimination.
no,
But they have
like
all
the
those
Greek
extra heals
gods.
down the ramp. So don't be
The
worried if you're
dash
a fan
play
of
was
this
a
team.
thing
They
and it
will
was
be able
really
to heal up. They
amazing.
will be able to get
Now
you
the
in
dash
shape
plays in
and
the
try
game
to use
again.
it the most effective way possible.
A DMR actually being useful for
Opposite
once.
end of the
that's also
story here,
amazing.
just outside the Kappa Kappa
The
factory zone,
mist,
kind
the
of pulling towards
mist,
this
the
side,
bird
already into
is
zone
actually really
opening
good when you get to
last
turn into
game.
the bird.
You
Because
can
you're
see the lobby
invincible for
starting to
that
cut
entire
down quickly
duration.
here,
I
but
think that was a good thing that they
it'll
did
still come down
to
to a
make it
very
better.
intense end game for all these trios as the
So
pressure
yeah,
starts to set
there's
in.
a lot of good
We
stuff.
started this journey at the beginning of today's show.
So I'll be back.
Over 60 players trying to fight for their first grand finals. Everyone who's kind of punched their way through essentially have been a part of these veteran teams. So there's a lot on the line here for many in the lobby still.
Including this team here. We talked about Hound and Aiden and their experience as a duo throughout the past couple of years in FNCS. You add Carillion into the roster. He's someone that does like to get aggressive. He can get a little PC. Just needs a little bit more of that experience under their belt. And right now, they're inside of that bubble at 141 points. And so far, they have priority in terms of being able to rotate in towards the zone. The rest of the map, the north, the western edge, and even some of those teams that would rotate from the south have not caught up just yet. So this is going to be the best shot that they have to try to aim for one of those mountain ranges and set up for what could be a long game.
Long game ahead for everyone here. Boji, Day, and Jack. Man, tough game 4 for them, huh? Falling so early, now leaving it all down to this last round here.
Okay. 194 points were required to qualify through consistency last season. Very, very similar on EU as well. I think it was around 189 points today. That's kind of the threshold. It shouldn't be the overall goal that you're looking to end, but you got to try to aim as close to that, if not more. A lot of teams continuing to rotate through the north, passing Utopia, just trying to get in towards zone. But both Boji and even Boogeyman taking a lot of damage there, having to pause their rotation.
Azers, Acorn, and Pollo, though. Hunting once again here. Gonna live up to their request for the 20 bomb. Oh no, it's on to Aiden. This is bad. Oh, and Pollo with the box up right there, but he gets tagged instead. Aiden Hound, Carillion on the move here. 141 points. This is their tournament run. And what are you doing? You have Pollo pushing you like this. Just tough situation all around. Northern EXE, another very good trio sitting nearby, watching it all go down. They get gifted and rewarded, and now it's not looking too good for Pollo.
Yeah, they even stole that elimination point away from Pollo. Northern them, they try to close the gap, but the rest of the team is there. Agers joining in on the fun, pushing them back. Sandman got the memo. He said, nope, you guys are right. Maybe we shouldn't take this one. Agers, I think the full team doesn't want to let any of these eliminations escape, especially since as of now, Monster, they're kind of isolated away from every other team at the current moment.
Azers, Acorn, Pollo. Just doing what they need to do. Go ahead and run the lobby here. Already at S rank as well. That's
That's
lot of
literally
damage.
what I was thinking. I'm gonna say, hold on, how? They really took advantage of their drop spot, you know, taking down the Daigo boss. You get experience from that, the eliminations along the way. If they activated the Spire Shrines, and then they're taking down the Shrine boss as well for even more experience. I don't know, Monster. Maybe 6 zone, they should be S+, fully ranked out.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. Get it this early in the game.
Did see Avenger
Alright, chat.
pick up an elimination throughout the course of the past couple of seconds. Vixie as well, that's going to be the cleanup on the nade, so they're going to solidify that one. Broken Void King, 176 points. for them. They essentially started in second place coming into this game on that consistency leaderboard, and they're at 176 points. So even though they're not in that point threshold, we're looking to kind of claim players and teams would be safe, but they are so close. A couple more eliminations, surviving, I think, maybe even just to the top 12. They don't need a massive game by any means, but they need a game that's just good enough to get across that hump.
This is it right here for some. Luke, Panda, Venox have a team coming up quickly behind them. They're going to rotate out instead of taking any kind of friction here, any fight.
Broken getting another one. Liam getting one. They're just focusing on their rotation here, refarming all along the way. I think by now, a bunch of teams have realized the position that they're in. They played 4 straight games out. They're not in the bubble yet. They realize not their entire FNCS by any means, because there still is the last chance qualifier. But the last chance qualifier is a very, very similar format, except no consistency. 3 games, win and you're in, and that's even if you make it to a finals lobby for your region's qualifier, because you still have to go through the open portion where there's Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3 all playing in the same tournament.
Look at this. Little update for Hound and Carillion. As we saw what happened, they got keyed just by Acorn, Aegis, and Pollo, and then again Northern's team kind of came in, but they're coming back to kind of finish what they started. Remember, they
Sandman in
here too, right? So
North.
this is very interesting as far as the overall story is concerned. But no, trying to target the teammate out the sky, they do get him. Oh, tough one.
You got Sandman Northern pressuring on
Not
them.
even just a knock, it was the actual elimination. So they have to wait for the reboot van to recharge before they even make an attempt at it yet again. Carillion has different things in mind. He's just trying to create distance between him and that team, go deeper, maybe even towards Supernova Academy, and that's going to be the best chance to try to get the reboot. And if they upgrade it enough, you can kind of see it in the mini-map as well. They do have those hero chests if they have the rank to access them, which will give them a good amount of loot, nice amount of heals to try to get back into the zone.
Yeah, Northern and Sandman at that A rank have nothing to worry about here. That passive regen, obviously keeping them up. So definitely having a much better game of the two.
A 1,000 above.
Damage special for Core, Preston. And Gray, 144 points. That's how they started this game inside of the bubble.
We got Pollo! We got Pollo! Let's go! Pollo, Agers, and Acorn. Here we go.
And then the rest of the teams are just trying to play that calm, cool, collected, fly under the radar, survive.
They're also 1,000 above.
Naturally present themselves throughout the course of the game. Pollo just getting aggressive from
Oh, they got islands. They got island.
He just wants to fight him.
Madame.
That's T, that's 8 men that are trying to disengage towards that low ground. Pollo's just hot on
Pollo's jumping in there. Come on, Pollo.
of the way.
Woo! Big hits.
Right here, and again, they're just so far ahead of the rest.
Oh my god.
Tournament runs back to back at this rate.
Pollo, Agers, and Acorn. They're
Turbulence cut him off.
crazy.
Even with the miss, they try to cone him up, but he manages to slip out. Pollo's on his heels though. Reminder, there is a cliffle now, so he cannot spam it. Dashes as well to cut this player off. This is all she wrote. There goes the box up there. Comes Acorn here shortly. No, Acorn, they want to chase the other team.
Yeah, this is Turbulence. You may not necessarily know, but this is his best chance at being able to take this fight in a 1v1. A-Man's just trying to disengage. Going right on up, but that's just going to expose himself to the shots of Aegis. He's gonna
Got
get
killed by
that one.
Aegis. Here we
A
go.
lot more pressure on the Turbulence than he had literally seconds
Oh,
ago.
Pollo's getting hurt. Pollo's getting hurt. Oh, Pollo's.
Want to go to the LCQ.
Okay, okay, nice. Let's go, Pollo.
That was pretty intense. Pollo trying to wait till the last.
Chat, Pollo
But Turbulence, man,
is doing it. Okay, Agers.
well enough to force the men to
Oh,
Aegis comes
okay.
back.
Maybe Agers, Pollo, and Acorn can get a victory today.
Not get that finish. But
They're definitely qualifying already. They're already qualifying. But why not get a win? Know what I mean?
There's the points.
Why
Right
not
now,
be in
Void
first
Broken and
place?
King. Saw the stat from before. 194 was that point area, the threshold you had to get to just last season. Starting to close in.
They're the team that I'm scared of right now because if you guys didn't know, I'm a big Peterbot fan, and I'm scared that Pollo, Peterbot, and Acorn might actually get Peterbot this season. They're a good trio. They're a real good trio. I think that's the scariest trio Peterbot will ever have to fight. Because, like, that trio is insane. I'm not scared of clicks. I'm not scared of clicks, guys.
Especially since so many teams are now focusing in your direction. Basically calling it a firing squad, trying to get any bit of damage and hopefully a down.
We got Hound.
They need it. Look, Southern
Berlin.
Another big rotate for them.
Is Northern pushing them? Oh, Northern right on their side. Summit, Northern, and Sandman. We got the right on their side right now.
Sandman's team obviously got their pickup, so they're kind of back in the running here. Oh, that team's on the surge right now.
Yeah, Hound and them may not necessarily see it because you don't see the strikes that your opponents are getting Storm Surge, but you will hear the shield crack if you are close enough, which is a huge giveaway if nobody's kind of shooting in that direction of what they're going through at any given moment. But Hound, trio 300 above the damage threshold is not necessarily...
Pollo's getting pressured. Oh my god.
They take notice of the lobby. They fire off in that direction, but it's only a momentary notice from the lobby.
Oh my god, I forgot about the medallion. I forgot. Pollo is shredding through. He's got both medals. Trying to cook right now. They've been... Ooh. I'm pushing in. Oh! That's good, that's good, that's good. Could Hound get it?
Needed damage, and even more so the eliminations for the resources. A pick-me-up opportunity as Void's trying to run away.
Ages.
He's got Ages, Void just hunts him down on the side from one team to the next. As soon as they see somebody move monster, they are just WQing their way in.
You gotta play it though. For Ages, Acorn, Void, I mean, you got nothing to lose, clearly. They've been packing up these lobbies left and right now. They're just continuing to flex their way through the low ground. Again, this is, if anything, a showing of how they're trying to prepare for grand finals now. They could be playing for height if they wanted to, but kind of putting themselves in these more desperate situations now as a means to practice, it seems. Now, though, Agers low on mats here, forcing the split from the teammates. Sandman, 20, and Northern trying to battle their way out from the trenches as well. Top 17 here. Plenty of elims for them.
Sandman and Hound
so low
are then next to each other in the entire time.
This is the point in the game. Top 17 placement points have just started to accumulate. And it's going to cascade for every full team that does go down, making this one of the most important parts of the game for a team like Sandman 20 and Northern. They started this game, I believe, outside of that bubble, but since then, they're climbing their way in towards it, inside of the top 5. If not that victory royale in the final game of the day, is going to be the goal for a lot of these teams. Hound, Carillion, Aiden. Step by step throughout the course, we've seen the below surge, and now they're 263 above the damage threshold with a single elimination, making sure to calculate every single one of their pushes.
Who's next? There's Pollo, Acorn still hunting. Looking around. They find Boji. Uh-oh. Not looking good for young Boji. He's out to the side now. He just escaped. Quick dash to buy a little bit of time. Day there, chipping away from the Storm's edge. Meanwhile, Void, Broken, and King holding on to their tournament's kind of position. The front side rotate, get underneath the crevice. They're just waiting for the zone to go ahead and move. At this point, most players are just trying to avoid Pollo, Ages, and Acorn's aggression.
even if it means leaving your teammate out to dry, which we've seen a few times before. And already, Monster, we've seen a second place, a third place, a fifth place out of them, and they have their eyes in the clouds. It almost looks like they're going for high ground. Maybe we can get the first. I know other players in their lobby are hoping for it as well. Sandman 20 and Northern find another elimination onto Minty. 830 damage above the threshold. They're trying to walk their way across that finish line, but it just got harder for Broken and King. Void goes down. They're inside the bubble for now, but how long can they hold on to it?
I mean, you say long, it seems like they're trying to crawl their way there. They have no mats to work with. Plenty of team so they've earned so much, but it is so desperate of a situation to be.
Oh my.
Mats to work with, and that's why Northern falls there. 20 now. All up to him. Pressure's on him to go ahead and perform here. 10 Elans finds Hound. Trying to look for revenge here and now. On the block this out. 2 players are there waiting. Doesn't even close at it from behind. This is just a lot to deal with here. Another team above him as well. From Hound's perspective and Carillion, though, they're in the same boat. Only 162 points. Not much you can do here. Shots coming in from the side. Those wooden walls. Balls too fast. Carillion living off the siphon here. Finds a surf cube. I mean, you might as well figure out what can you do here. Boji behind in the storm. Nice snob.
Oh my god. Oh, they're out. Oh. We have Poyo, Acorn, and Agers at top.
That is just a disaster.
Broken in mid.
I would have not expected at this point.
Ooh. Preston down. Power. Oh, Power cooking. Okay.
It was a sacrifice Blue made to make sure Power can stay in this game. They have 6 eliminations so far.
Will we see a victory from Poyo, Agers, and Acorn? Do we see it? No builds, no teammates. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, this is...
Finds Boyo on the side there. Yeah, don't want to deal with that one at all, but the clock is ticking. Chung Jung in front of him. Player is
he's done.
Couldn't get the siphon denied.
Oh, they're pushing now. They're pushing. Agers is low.
Enough to end his run now. Power Blue and Zonda still earning points here.
Switch to Agers.
They're one of the few teams breaking away with the top
Can we see Agers die?
But I do think they need a little bit more. Who could be clutching up the moment?
What about
Zonda ends that one as well. And
Zonda and Power. Broken is down. King down. They're all dead. Poyo. Agers is low. Acorn. Okay, Agers healing. Power getting pushed. Oh, Power. Oh my. Oh. Poyo. Poyo, Agers, and Acorn. Oh. Dead. Oh my god. Victory Royale, let's go. They got first place. They said, why not? We'll get first place real quick.
It's too easy for them at this point. They were really determining the pace.
They were just testing.
You know what?
They were testing because majors, they need to know how players are gonna play. Like in majors, they need to practice. This was some practice for them. We can see them actually beating Peterbot, potentially. We have to wait until next week to see Peterbot. But Jesus, we could see them just cooking, flying everyone.
But they got the victory royale. This is a team, as we continue the story of their journey, will have to do just this if they are going to be contested at Demon's Domain.
Yeah, just a highlight reel for them, and again, a lot of practice coming out of that Demon's Domain drop for them, staying true to their, of course, strategy here. Agers, Acorn, and Poyo, I mean, we had no doubts. We knew they were going to win a game. It was just a matter of when, and they were the ones who determined that, Jacob.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting story. You know, I'm looking at the leaderboard before the game started. It was 1 point differential between making that grand finals and going to the LCQ monster. And I'm almost just right now trying to figure out what happened. A bunch of teams inside of the bubble went down early. Others pulled off a big game. But that's going to do it for myself and Monster D Face for Group 1. We'll see you guys next week. But Zeke, Kelly, and Vivid, who is going to finals?
I'll tell you in just a moment, Jacob. First, a moment of silence, seeing as Agers, Aker, and Poyo, they did not get Vivid his 20 elimination victory royale, which would have just been a really nice way to round. No, obviously it would have been cool because the stats would have been a really nice looking stats for that. But for this trio, I mean, guys, we kind of joked about it and have been joking about it all day. It's kind of like they're playing with their food, like a little bit, right? Like, how many games, you know, even going to that last game, like, what was it? Some crazy amount of points. We're like, okay, yeah, they're in, you know, might as well just get that VR in the last game to really just show, like, hey, guys, you know, we were in control the whole time. And again, in my head canon, it's just, they're practicing, right, Kelly? That's all this is. It's just extra practice time.
Zeke,
That's insane. Bro said their food to him. He gobbled them up. He was playing with his food. That's wild. Oh, God. Zeke out here wilding. Bro, holy. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for this stream. That was really exciting, a lot of fun. We seen Poyo, Agers, and Acorn just cook. Everyone knew Poyo, Agers, and Acorn were gonna cook. It didn't matter. We already knew. There was no denying it. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.